Hello everyone, welcome back. welcome to Spiritual Growth Tarot with a little bit of astrology for these dailies. And this one is for July 12th, 2023. We do have a square from the sun, from the Cancer sun over to the Chiron in Aries. And the moon is joined up with Taurus. I'm sorry, the Taurus moon is joined up with Uranus and Taurus. So let's see what the cards want to say. Oh, that's funny. Saturn in Taurus. Seven of Pentacles reversed. We're questioning our investments. We're wondering, should I keep doing it this way? That type of thing. I think just making adjustments. And it could be that we received some Dreamtime guidance that, that has helped us to open our hearts in a whole new way to ourselves. I don't know about you guys, but I've realized over the years I'm famous for, in my own life, for doing things a hard way. Seriously. And once you figure out what you're doing, then you kind of catch yourself in the act and you realize, oh wait, well maybe there is an easier way to do this. So anyway, Queen of Wands reversed, Seven of Pentacles reversed. On some level with this one, we do have some limitations we're facing when it comes to, maybe we're just feeling like we don't have much patience today. Maybe we're feeling like we don't really want to plan things. We just want to rest. This might be a day of questioning all the work, all the hard work you've done. And, with the Ace of Cups, this is a new heart opening. So maybe this is about loving yourself through things that haven't gone well and realizing there is no such thing as failure. There really are no mistakes. It's just a opportunity to do it again, to retake it, to start over, to try again in a new way. And if you guys are like me, I'm pretty patient with other people and their mistakes, and it's like, oh yeah. But I used to be really hard on myself. Now I kind of just laugh at myself, and especially you guys help me so much with when I've made a typo, and then we all laugh about it because you guys are hilarious with your jokes. Oh, what was it I did last week? I think on one of the dailies I put in a K instead of an L in July, and I think it was Chop's daddy that said Juki, the whatever of Juki. Yeah, okay, and then he had a funny name for August as well. So it could be something like that where you're opening your heart up to the fact that there's been too many limitations in the past and too much hard work. And maybe on another level, there's just been a lot of setbacks. So you're planning, you're making new plans. Oh, that's what it is, you guys. You're making new plans based on doing what you really love. Because when we have the Seven of Pentacles coming through reverse, we've had enough setbacks and we've had enough problems because we haven't been able to plan the way we've wanted, and maybe we've even been somewhat lazy. Well, when that happens, it's because you're not really doing what you love. So with the Queen of Wands reversed, this is one of my cards for, it's a lack of self-confidence, but it's also, when it comes to reversed, lack of self-confidence, but it's also the lack of self-confidence is because you're not trusting your intuition. We've got the black cat up here, bringing notice to the fact that this is where we should be looking at our intuition. We should be checking into what needs to be trusted within. Yeah, and then sometimes too, when we have the Queen of Wands come through, it could be someone in our lives that has been kind of, what's the word? Well, catty. Kind of, do you want some some milk with that saucer, kind of thing. You have to be careful about, well, bottom line, let's just end with this. If you can keep your heart open to yourself and love yourself through no matter what's coming at you or what has been a setback in the past or whatever limitations you're facing, then you can turn her around and be the leader in your own life. And you can get all that steamy, watery, fiery energy going that can really fuel a brand new way of being in your life. Because if you bring her upright, she's really strong. She's really independent. She's very optimistic and puts herself out there without any, look at all those sunflowers, right? And this would be a card that would relate to any fire sign. So Aries, Leo, or Sag. Yeah, and to bring this upright, if we want to do that, why not, right? We can do that. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. I'm sorry, upright. When it's upright, we are assessing. We are taking stock. We are maybe thinking in ways to reinvent ourselves even, is what I just heard, even though usually that would be a different card, but I just heard reinvent ourselves based on we know now what works best. Yeah, and we have patience. There's more patience, and you don't mind investing in yourself to to get those goals accomplished, because it feels, if you're doing what you love, it keeps opening your heart. Even on days when you're tired and you don't feel like doing anything, you can still love yourself through it and just do the minimum and then get your rest in. Because we all have days like that. Now, on another level, if you grew up with a mom, because, we've got mom energy here. If you grew up with a mom who you poured your heart out to in ways of giving all the time, and maybe she was very fiery, maybe she was, fire sign, and maybe she was just always going, go, 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 and you felt like a failure because you couldn't keep up with her, kind of a thing, and maybe she was impatient with you, and maybe she called you lazy, like, why can't you be like me, that kind of a thing. The Ace of Cups is one of those cards that makes me wonder about that, because wherever we have, our relationships with our moms growing up, they're very symbiotic, and we have to attach to them in order to survive. So if you're a teenager growing up and you've got a jealous, catty kind of a mom, a gossipy mom, and you're having to, hang out with her in order to get your needs met, or in order to, maybe you're having to take care of her even. There's so many things that it could be about when it comes to moms. When you're healing that and you're reprocessing all of that soul substance, and because, we have the healing dove up here and the cross that we had to bear as, being a daughter or a son. And when we let that emotional process, heal and clear out, it takes downtime. And you might have had to put other things off, and you might have been even beating yourself up for being too lazy or procrastinating. Don't do that, because if you've been healing any deep mother issue, that is clearing out the soul substance to just, like I said, shift everything later on. So don't worry about it if that's the case. If you have to take some downtime, it will be time well worth spent. And it can even be very, very healing for your emotional body, which relates to all of your connective tissue in your body. It takes care of issues with synovial fluid in your joints, arthritis, connective tissue is related to fibromyalgia. Connective tissue is related to our mucous membranes even, and our guts, And we are dealing with all the water signs here, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So I think that there's just healing going on, actually. So trust your intuition. Figure out, if you're too tired to do anything and you're resting, while you're laying there resting, take notes, get guidance, go inside, get your guidance, and take notes as to how you could work smarter in the future. Okay, that's all I have today, you guys. Take good care. Bye.